I was worried for nothing. It was only about 2.5 gigabytes. Oh. Oh. Actually, now I'm kind of worried if oh, ah, it's fine. It's fine. We've inflicted a fatal wound. Karales staggers back 3 steps, then readies his sword again. I brace myself to deliver another blow, but before my body moves, my brain has already figured it out. There's no more need. He doesn't have the strength left to keep on fighting. So that was a really tough boss fight. A moment later, Karales realizes it too, and a smile appears on his face.
これが我が理想の果てか。
He looks down at his hands. Karales no longer has the strength to sustain his sword. It's gone hazy around the edges. Now you know, this is how strong we are. We don't need the ideals you spoke of. Your sword can't beat us.
そうよ。あんたとは違う。育体なんかに味方するもんか。私たちはみんなのために戦ってるんだから。この力はあんたが殺したお母さんの力よ。
Karales sighs and sinks to his knee. It's clear for all to see that his life is about to end. This man, this hero of Algoda, revered by many, but who took a wrong turn somewhere down the road. These are the last moments of a fallen hero. Even though I only just met him, that means something to me. Imagine what it must mean to someone who has stood in the light of his glory for her entire life.
カラレス、私にはわからない。
I walks up to him, but not as an enemy ready to fight. She stands defenselessly in front of him, simply desiring answers. I want to stop her, but my legs won't move. My instinct tells me I shouldn't move right now.
あなたの心に生まれた疑問。長い時間の果てに見つけた真実。私にはわからない。どうしてあなたがアレゴダから離反してしまったのか。あなた一人が狂っていただけなの。
Karales is reflected in Ai's eyes. She's not looking at an enemy, she's looking at a former hero. Unlike Yumina and Karara, she only has questions. If I had to compare it, I'd say she's like a student looking at a teacher or a child looking at a parent.
なるほど。リシェインが動いた理由もお前の存在にあるということか。
Is I really that special?
私
お前にもあるはずだ。己の意志とアルゴダの意志が少しずつ外れていると感じたことが。
それは
自己を滅して生きてもその生涯は無意味に帰す。生の実感は自我を極限まで純化してこそ得られるものなのだからな。
There's nothing any of us can say back. Because this is exactly the doubts we've seen in Ai's eyes. On one hand, she tried to be a perfect Algodan warrior, but on the other hand, she tried to find her own place in the world. Now that she's caught between the two, all she can do is look at Karales in dismay.
でも違う。私はまっすぐ生きる。私が目指す最高の騎士はあなたじゃない。今リシェイン様に仕えている姉様だから。私は姉様のようにアルゴダの精神を。
姉。現この絵騎士のディーレか。なるほど。お前がディーレとやらの妹というわけか。皮肉なものだな。
何を言っている。
Karales grins. Even on the verge of death, he shows no remorse. Rather than the fear of death, he seems to be having a sense of achievement.
いつかその些細な迷いも抱えきれぬ苦悩に姿を変える。今は気づいていないだけだ。銀河連邦の人間もアルゴダ星人もいずれはお前たちと道を違えるのだからな。
そんなことない。落ち着け。くだらんざれ言だ。
I don't know, Karara. He seems to know what he's talking about. At least that's what I feel like. I raises her voice, but Karara stops her, and she's right to do so. There's no further point to this debate. But I is still shaken. The doubt hasn't left her face. What could Karales be planning, even now that it's the end for him? What the? Then the ground heaves. At the same time, the pillows around us begin to crumble as if they were made from sand. Uh-oh. A slight vibration stirs up the previously quiet environment. Even as I'm looking around in bewilderment, there's a ringtone from my phone.
皆さん、聞こえますか?
Yeah. Knew we picked up.
ファルアか。外はどうなっている？異空体の群れが揃って動きを止めました。皆さんの方で何かが？統率者を倒した。母体が崩壊を始めているようだ。
Yeah, are we gonna mention those Karales controlling them?
あ、ではすぐに帰還してください。
Probably tell just Diesel and Fal and Zeta. Keep it under wraps.
G だけを送ります。最短経路で進み合流しましょう。わかった。よろしく頼む。
Karara calmly concludes her conversation with Fal, then she checks the route Fal sent to us and sets off toward the exit. We run after her, but right then, there's a voice from behind us.
これで決着だな。
Notes that we still got like 5 levels.
カラレス。
I turn around at him. We can't ignore his last words. Karara called his words crap, but what if there's even the smallest core of truth in them?
この騎士の影を追い続けた石であるよ。覚悟するがいい。お前の信じる世界がどれほど脆いものか、ほどなくして思い知ることになるだろう。そしてお前は悟るのだ。己の道が私のたどった道と重なることを。お前は必ず私と同じくアルゴダにリシェインに牙を向くだろう。
The last of his strength leaves Karales and he collapses onto the floor. Life that devoured so many people using the extra dimensionals is past. Even in death, he continued to prophesy Algoda's darkness.
ちょっと二人とも死ぬ気。急ぎなさい。崩れるわよ。
I know, we're coming. There's nothing left for us to turn around to. There are no more answers to our questions there. We run without a moment's hesitation. Dots. If only I had been willing to last another 9 minutes. Dots. Right when we stopped the mothership, the rest of the extra dimensionals also stopped moving. They've been wiped out now, either because the frames destroyed them or because they self-destructed. Rashane's plan worked, delivering the Federation an unprecedented victory. Wait, does that mean that, like, the extra-dimensional's actually gone now? Without orders from the mothership, most of the other extra-dimensionals completely lost their ability to fight. In other words, our surprise attack succeeded. And so the Federation concludes that this was the decisive blow in the war against the extra-dimensionals. The tragedy of Bryce didn't repeat itself. The attack with the fleet caused the loss of the mothership, which was a fatal blow for the enemy. The extra-dimensionals no longer have the ability to fight on like they did before. In other words, humankind has won. The war has ended. The future of humanity is secure. By the time we got back aboard the Zelem, the word had spread among the Federation Armada, which is why everyone was euphoric with victory. All the soldiers who fought against the extra-dimensionals, those who remembered the past and those who didn't alike, celebrated the outcome together. The soldiers jumped for joy at the news. The commanders received their reports calmly but with a satisfied smile on their faces. We arrive on the bridge to a storm of incoming messages. Akashima Ayumu and the company reporting. We've completed our mission and returned to base. How's that sound?
ご苦労だった。領艦からの通信も聞いているか?
I'm assuming so. Yeah, they sounded really excited.
みんながずっと待ってたのよね。戦争が終わって平和に暮らせることを。そうですね。一時は終わりのない戦いにみんなが疲弊しきっていた時期もあります。しかし、技術の躍進とそれを担う人間の心が異空体の力を上回ったのです。
お前らならやれるって信じてたぜ。異空体の親玉にだって負けはしないってな。
Pretty close there. Pretty close in my opinion. That reminds me of Karales confronting us in the center of the mothership. If it had to be a human, it would have been so much easier if it had been someone completely unknown. But we know now, this war wasn't about something as simple as defeating evil. We won the war, but it's not all good news.
なんだ？やけに暗い顔だな。
異空体の統率者について。
Sure, you should just be doing it in the middle of the bridge. We found the truth in the center of the mothership. Or whatever this place is called, I don't know. We found who it was that controlled the extra-dimensionals, and we learned about the crime he committed in the past and for what reasons. His crime cost countless people their lives and resulted in Yumina's mother being branded a traitor. Guys. It all came as a serious shock. Of course, the perpetrator himself lies dead now. The peace we won is the real thing. But we can't bring ourselves to feel happy about it right now. The distrust his dying words instilled in us is not so easily dispelled. So we tell everything to the others. We tell them who it was we met in the mothership and what he said to us. It's not within our ability to keep it to ourselves.
そんなことが、まさか。
冗談だろ？何かの間違いじゃないのか？
No, we got two people who confirmed his identity.
見間違いなどではない。あれは確かにカラレス本人だった。情報はできる限り端末に収めてある。後でそちらで確認してほしい。
Good thinking, Karara. Everyone reacts the same way to our tale of what happened in the mothership. The prevailing mood is one of disbelief. That tells me just how firm their image of the hero Karales was. The crew around us is buzzing. Some are giving us incredulous looks.
確かに、統率者の反応は私たち人間の生体反応に近いものでしたが。近いどころか、人間そのものだったのよね。
異空体と融合してはいたが、奴の力の根源は以前と変わらず。我々と同じ、いしりある特性。奴はそれを我々に向けていた。
前の対戦、バライスと異空対戦の後から異空態どものバックにはカラレスがいたってことかよ。じゃあ最近になって異空体の指揮系統がまともになっていたのもカラレスの差し金ってことか。
でしょうね。人類殲滅に向けて彼が本格的に動き出したその兆候だったのでしょう。リシェイン大統領からの情報提供で私たちはさらに先んじることができたわけですが。リシェイン様はカラレスのこともすべて知っていた。
I isn't asking any one of us, she's muttering to herself. I'm standing right next to her, but I doubt anyone else heard her. I'm sure she's right about that. A former Imperial Knight of Algoda tried to bring ruin to humankind. Karales is to be believed, then Rashane must have known about his betrayal before. And that means Rashane must have at least suspected he would run into Karales in the final battle. It's as if this entire war, as if it was a game to Karales and Rashane, using humans and extra dimensionals as pawns on a board. I wonder if they both looked at it like that. Something we pawns haven't figured out yet.
それでどうする？非常に重要な情報が明らかになったわけだが。
そうだな。
He looks thoughtful for a moment. There's a sharp glint in his eyes.
連邦本部に報告すべき情報だな。
そうすればお母さんの疑いも晴れる？
その保証はできない。
Yumina looks bewildered. I can't hide my own surprise at this unexpected answer either. The Zalm's isolation from the rest of the Federation is directly due to Yumiko's status as a traitor. Given that history, I thought this new information would be a boon for the ship. Look at Karara. She's staring at the floor with a grim look on her face. Looks like she's vexed at this development, but saw it coming.
ちょっと待ってよ。逆だって分かったのよ。裏切り者はカラレスで、お母さんはあいつに殺された。それが分かったんだから、お母さんはもう裏切り者じゃないでしょ。
私にはそれを機密情報としてガレオーンに直接伝える必要がある。それを信じるか、信じたとしてどう使うかはガレオーンの判断に委ねられるだろう。
そしたら人間に潰されちゃうじゃない。あいつのことだから絶対に。
おそらくはそうなるだろうな。
嫌よそんなの。それならいっそガレオンに伝わる前に全宇宙に公表しちゃえば。
ユミカの汚名が晴れれば次は別の何かが標的になる。
Yeah, Karales. Although,
カラレスが異空体を操り人類を攻撃していたとなれば、今まで以上にイシリアルが非難の対象になるだろう。今回の作戦は成功に終わったが、アルゴダが効果的すぎる情報を突然送ってきたことに不審を感じている者も少なくない。現状の銀河連邦にこの情報が広まれば、責任の所在を追及する議論など不必要な混乱が生じるだろうな。ガレオーンがどちらに転ぶかはわからないが、連邦とアルゴダの関係が今まで以上に悪化するのは間違いあるまい。異空体の脅威が去り、やがて復興の時代が訪れる。その時に人類の間での対立などという禍根が残っていてはいけないのだ。
ユミナ。
Yumina hangs her head. Her shoulders are trembling. Even from here, I can see how tightly her fist is clenched. Her vexation is painfully clear to me. She was so sure her mother's name would be cleared, but it turns out we have to keep the truth a secret. She found salvation for her mother in the darkness, and now that salvation is once again going to sink away.
裏切り者のままだなんて。
そんなわけないだろ。
Sad atmosphere is torn asunder by Sita's voice. Yumina looks up at him with wide red eyes.
ゼーレルムの古参クルーは昔からずっとユミカを支え続けてきてるんだぞ。連邦に疎まれたってユミカを信じてた。若手の俺たちだってその気持ちは変わらない。ただ無実だと信じるだけじゃない。それが真実だって証明できたんだ。だったらこの船にいるみんながそれを知り、本当のユミカを覚えていてくれる。これでも十分に嬉しいことだろう。なあ艦長、これくらいは許されるよな。
そうだな。ユミカの無実はこの船の全員が掴んだ機密情報だ。後でガレオーンが何と言おうと、すでに知ってしまった者の記憶を消すなどできはしまい。
私たちだけが信じている。今まではそれくらいしかできませんでしたが、これからは私たちだけは知っている。気の持ちようですけれど、全然違いますね。館長、みんな。
He smiles. Yeah, a smile has come to Yumina's face. The heavy mood on the bridge is finally beginning to lift. We're neither ecstatic over the victory nor depressed about the truth. We're simply happy to be fighting knowing the truth. That's the state of the Zelm right now. A new circle of unity is spreading, with Yumina at the center. I watch it from a little distance away.
私とはちょっと違うのかも。
Yep. Basically the opposite. So, I guess it bothers you after all. Like before, I just mutters to herself, but this time I answer her. She glances at me, then takes a moment to think.
まだわからない。あの場で生まれた疑問が引っかかってる。イシリアルの真理とか、アルゴダの道とか、カラレスとリシェイン様の間にどんな関係があったのかとか。疑問を抱いてしまったから、それが解けないうちに、あんな風に笑うことは、私にはできない。
It bothers me too. The war may be over, but I can't feel good about it. It all went a little too easily. I think there's still something going on in secret, something we don't know about, and the fact is that Rashane is at the center of it all. But we don't need to figure that out right away. My goodness. Sorry about that. Those pop-ups, it keeps being like, hey, computer thing, or scanned, the printer isn't working. You should probably know about that. Ruining a moment. Your life won't end here, will it? You will continue to live with the Federation and the people of Volgoda. Maybe you'll find the answers, maybe you won't, but I think you'll reach a conclusion at some point, and either way. Ai stares at me. It's a straight stare, as if she wants to tell me something, or ask me something. After a while, she heaves a sigh and looks away.
わかった。多分まだまだ仕事はあるから、余暇を見つけて少しずつ考えてみる。
Yeah, good luck. I can't make any guarantees. I don't know how Karales or Rashane as well as I does, after all. So it's probably up to her to find answers to the questions. Even now that the war to protect the Federation is over, the mist obstructing our field of view hasn't lifted. Now Ai is deeper within that mist than any of us. But maybe I can help her. I can at least try to support it from behind. Her anxious expression makes my resolve all the stronger. Well, that's it for this part. Yeah, by the way, different recording session. So, yep. See you in the next part. Trying to, yeah. Yeah, see ya.